Hello, everybody. Come on in, come on in. How's everyone doing? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Come on in. Hello, Lupita. Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. See if we can get some people up in here today. We have some really good hot topics. Hello, Joe Espinosa. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Rhiannon. How's everybody doing? Thanks for coming in. We're going to get started here in a moment.
No.
Hello, everybody. Let me go ahead and invite some more people in. Hello, everybody. Juliana here. We're getting ready to go live. We are going to have to talk about a hot topic today. What we're going to talk about is some controversial things. Today's topic that we will be talking about is on if dating white men or marrying white men is better than dating anyone else of a minority race, such as Black, Hispanic, Asian, etc. Let me know your thoughts. Hello, Anna. Thanks for coming in. Please double tap that screen, like, share, follow. How's everybody doing today? Hello, hello, hello. Please come in. Let's talk about it. Please double tap that screen, like, share, follow. Hello, thanks for joining. We are talking about a hot topic today. I would like for men and women to join us and tell us your opinion. We're talking about if it is better to date or marry a white man versus a minority man, meaning Black, Asian, Hispanic, etc. Please double tap that screen, like, share, follow. Let's talk about it. Come on in, join in. How's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody doing? Invite some people. Hello, everyone. Please like, share, follow. Please double tap that screen. We are live today on a hot topic. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining in. Hello, Badass Queen. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Live today.
What happened?
Thanks for joining my live today.
Oh, you're welcome, mamas. Anytime, anytime.
Thanks. We're just gonna talk about some hot topics. I'm gonna try something new. I kind of seen this on another live, except they were talking about if it's better to if white women were better mothers and wives versus the minority race. Let's throw it in there. Let's talk about if marrying or being with a white man is better than being with a minority race, black, white, black, Asian, Hispanic. And what are your thoughts on it? Why would you think?
I don't know. Me myself, I was married for 48 years out in Southern California.
Wow.
I met Butch on TikTok, and I came out here with them last year.
Uh-huh.
So I met him on TikTok, and I came out here. Back then in California, I was treated like a queen. Right here, I'm treated like a queen with a crown.
That's good. So what was their race?
Okay, the one in California, I tell everybody I left my street taco for my loaf of bread.
That's a good one.
Now, was
So
it a
the
wheat
one
loaf
in-
of
the
bread
one
or
in
a white loaf of bread?
It's a white loaf of bread wonder.
Wow.
So I left. The one in California was Hispanic. The one in California is Hispanic, and this one here is American. He's white.
So which one was better?
Much better. 1,100 facts. This one here.
This one here. Are you just saying that because that one's the recent one?
No. It's a lot better. There's a lot of communication. He
Right.
listens to me. He pays attention to me. And back in California, I didn't have that.
Okay.
I would leave for weeks, for months, and I wouldn't get questioned.
And this one?
And this one, it's like he pays attention to me. We communicate. We cook together. We bake together. So it's totally different. The
Right.
attention, the respect, everything is there.
Good. What about you, Lupita? What do you think?
I mean, this song was so popular even before it was released. It racked up a
That's a good one.
Are you married?
recipients can't buy me love.
I was married. I was married for 29 years, but I lost my husband to COVID. He's been gone now for 2 years.
Stepping still.
Babe, lower the TV down.
Lupita, can you turn down that TV?
That's me. Hold on. I'm going to turn it down right now. Mute it. Thank you, babe. Sorry about that.
That's
Could
fine.
you say it again, Lupita? I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't hear you.
I was married for 29 years.
Okay.
I lost my husband to COVID. He's been
Okay.
gone now for 2 years.
My condolences.
Thank you. And I really can't. The topic is really can't say
Hi, thanks for joining in,
about it.
Jen.
because I'm just trying to figure out like what are men like nowadays compared to back then. So I don't know about those.
Are you dating? Are you talking to anybody?
I'm talking to
A few people.
Few people, yeah, but
Okay.
and they're from here, so
Okay. Just take your time and be careful about it.
Hello, everybody. If you are joining in barely, please double tap that screen, like, share, follow. Our today's topic is a hot topic. It's something controversial. We are talking today, is it better to date or marry a white man versus a minority man, meaning a black, Hispanic, Asian, etc.? Tell me, what are your thoughts on it? We have that ass queen right here. She is with her white loaf of bread. Back here, her husband who just passed, he was a taco, an enchilada. Jen, any thoughts?
I'm not here.
So if the one that passed was a taco, enchilada, the one you're talking to now, what is he?
I don't know what
Is
they're.
is he a
What's his name?
chirreno?
He's huh?
Is he a
Is he a
chileno?
Oh. I guess I don't know. He was
She
born
said
and
I
raised here in Albuquerque, so.
Or
So
is he a player?
personally, let me get this topic going. Okay.
All right, let's go.
So personally, I think dating a white man or being with a white man is better than being with a Spanish or black guy or Asian. The reason why I believe that is they're harder workers. They're going to be better providers. They are going to be all around great. You're going to live a very good, productive life. So many times you hear about Hispanics and blacks and Asians. Asians, there's not too many here in Albuquerque. However, majority are either in prison, they're in the ghetto, they're collecting welfare, they're running from child support, so they have those extra things on there. So you tell me what you think about that. Do you guys agree with it? What?
And
Let me know.
that's true. I agree with it. He worked, the one in California worked. He was a hard working man. He was a very good provider. I don't have nothing bad to say about him. He just didn't make his ends meet with me. He wasn't a good communicator. Didn't like to hang out, watch a movie. Here, as soon as I got here, right away we put together Saturday night. Huh, babe?
Yep.
Saturday night.
Sorry, my phone rang.
Oh, it's okay. So right away we got together and we made a Saturday night date. So every Saturday is a date night. And I like that. It's something different and I love it.
For you, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
See, that's what I'm talking about, the difference.
And then when he brought me here, because he went to California to get me and brought me out here to Maryland.
Uh-huh.
And when I arrived here in Maryland, he stood for about 4 or 5 days so I can settle in and get comfortable with me.
Wow. That's
He
nice.
didn't just turn around and go back to work and leave me on my own and figure things out. No, he stood here a couple of days so I can get settled in and get comfortable.
Wow.
And I really appreciated that. Yeah.
He was really looking out for you.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Right.
That's wonderful.
I mean, my husband is Hispanic. He is.
Oh,
Yes.
the
Yes.
taco now. So we're backwards.
Yes, we're backwards. I was actually pretty shocked that he hooked me. He's also 16 years younger than me. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So he must
and
have
it's going
said,
and it's going good, mija.
it's going good. We've been together for 6 years.
Amazing.
Been married
Amazing.
for 4. But
Qué bueno.
I
That's
think
good.
it works so good because one, I'm an alpha female. I like to be in charge. I like to get things done. Hello, welcome in. Please join in. I like to be the one in charge of everything. I like to be the boss. I'm the breadwinner. You know, I've always been that type of person, a go-getter. So when I met my husband, he's more of the soft-spoken. He's more like, let's do what you want, babe. Let's, you know, very, very passive, so to speak.
So he's a man that has very few words to say, but when he has to say something, he speaks up on it.
Yes, that is so true. And he knows that I'm not going to lead our family in the wrong direction. So he's more than happy to allow me to be me, you know, and you bring our family up. However, before I met him, I mean, you can ask family members of his, he wasn't that type of man. You know, he was very aggressive. He was the alpha male. He wouldn't back down from anybody. So I don't know what it was about being with me or at the time that we met. It just happened to fall into place.
Somebody that stood her ground, 2 feet solid ground, and just charged at it and gave 2 fucks about it.
Right.
And that's a good thing. I give you a lot of props because there's not a lot of wives that do that.
Right.
There's not a lot that will stand 2 feet on the ground and be like, yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's go. Let's get this done. Let's, you know, you look like the type that you don't push him to the side and ignore the issue that he can't be in charge, but at the same time, you guys are a team and you go for it.
Right. Exactly.
And that's a
I
good
think
thing.
a lot
yes.
of it. I think a lot of it has to do as well is that I was older. When I met him, I was 41 and he's 25. So I think, you know, he kind of was like, well, she's obviously been around a lot longer, around the block a lot more. She's obviously knows more, you know, and he kind of like let me take the lead, so to speak, you know.
That's good.
However, let me throw a monkey wrench in there. Before I met my husband, back in 2006, I was with a white man. My type of guy, 6'3", green eyes, had his own business, body piercing. And he ended up killing my son. Yes,
What
my
the
son was 14 months old. So when they say that there's white men out there that, I mean, let's think about it. When you see people that shoot, what are they called when they're shooting at random people? Like, what is it called? Like just basically somebody that goes in and starts just randomly shooting people. What race is it usually? They are.
Normally, to be honest
white
with you,
folks?
it's
Right.
white and black.
Yeah, the white.
I mainly hear the white people are the ones that are like shooting people. They're
Well, look at the one from Uvalde, Texas. That
Which-
was a white. Well, that was a white guy. He was young
Yes.
too.
Mhm. And then what about the one from Texas that went into the San Antonio schools? That
Oh
was
my God.
white. That was a
Yeah.
white kid, you know?
Yes, yes.
They're kind of crazy. So now that you know that, like, which one is better to be with? Which one's going to support you more, you know?
Yeah.
True, very true.
What are your thoughts
Wow.
on it?
Wow.
Well, I don't think I'll date a white man no more.
You don't think what?
She said, I don't think I would date a white man anymore.
Well, I mean, to each his own, your own thoughts, your own beliefs, your own trustworthy. Um, I've been here for a year and 7 months, and
Hello, thanks for joining.
we're fine and dandy. Everything is good, but it's a sit back, you know.
So today's topic is we're talking about who is better to date or be with in a marriage, a white man or the minority who is Hispanic, Black, Asian. What are your thoughts on it?
Oh, I love my minorities like honey. Actually, I feel like I relate more to them. Like
Uh-huh.
I've dated white guys, and I'm not saying that they're bad. You know, there are good ones out there, but I feel like the minority kind of gets it. You know, kind of get everything that you go through, your struggles and all that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But do you succeed being with the minority versus the majority?
I think so because, honey, like the minority kind of gets it, and you know, you guys push hard together. You know what I mean? It's not like you wouldn't do that with somebody who was like white or Caucasian. I mean, they're like kind of trying to get into that culture. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so it's like they don't know anything about you. They want to know more about you. And it's like the minority will be like, okay, babe, this is what we're about. Together we know like life is not gonna be easy and we're gonna push through it, you know.
Right.
I'm not saying white guys are bad. No, they're not bad at all. But I feel like they just don't get what they get, you know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question, Angel? Are you married?
No, I'm actually with somebody.
What race is he, if you don't mind me asking?
Mexicano.
He's a Mexicano, okay. And you've dated a güero before?
I dated a güero, but I feel like it was different, you know. Like
Explain how it's different.
I believe, like, the güero kind of used his, because he made more than me kind of deal. Like, oh, you live in this area and I live in this area, so we're different. I'm like, does it matter? Like, I could still work just as hard as you and get,
Yeah.
let's just split up a house or what have you. So I'm
Right.
like, okay, that's not gonna work. I don't like people like that. Don't use that above me because it's like, all right, I'm Pacific Islander and you don't know me like that.
Right.
You don't know how hard I work. You don't know what sacrifices I have to make in life, for my own family.
We
Yeah,
can
what do you-
hang
what do
from
you
tree.
really
We
feel?
can swing from tree to tree and say just like a man can.
That is true, though. It's like it's just different. I feel like, somehow it's like, the races are different. I'm not gonna lie, like everybody has their thing, but at the same time, my man knows, like, all right, babe, I know you work hard, I work hard, but together, like, let's do this. Like, let's go through life together as a team, rather than
Right.
feeling like I'm more superior than you.
Amen.
Right.
Yep, that's right.
And I told him,
However,
Okay.
if you think about it, every race has the type that is either down below and has been in the ghetto, has gone through hell and back, and knows the struggle. Now, there's also every race that has been above, that has never been through a struggle, that has never had to worry about money, that is never, like I know Black men here that are lawyers and they got it made. You know what I mean? Like they're hard workers. They are good men. They're good providers. They're faithful, and I know white guys that live in the ghetto.
Yeah.
act like some of the most ghettoest people you could ever know, you know, trailer park type people, you know. I mean, that also does, and they know the struggle. So that also, I think race in general doesn't define a person as to what type of person they are, or whether they're going to be a good partner, or whether they're going to be a good provider, or somebody that is there for you. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yes.
But I feel like, there's you're right, there's all different types of people. Everybody comes from different backgrounds. Like, what's tricky is when I grew up, my parents, they didn't have a ton of money, but they worked so hard to make sure that we were like, we started off in the hood.
Hello,
we got them-
Ken.
and then eventually we got out of it when I got older. Hi, Barry.
Hi, Barry Boy. We are talking about race today. What race is better to be with? If you're in a relationship or married, do you think one race is greater than the other?
Okay, hi everyone. How are you all doing?
I'm very good. How are you?
So
Okay,
what are your thoughts on this?
like my thoughts about races when it comes to relationship. Oh,
Yes. Like, what race do you think is better to date or be with? Or is there any particular race that is better in your perspective, your opinion?
okay. Now, like for me, my opinion towards which race is better than all the other. For me, what I think is that like people, you cannot predict people. You can't say, I can't say like this race is better than the other, because in the eye of God we are all equal.
Right?
Okay, so like I I can't say like black are more better than the white. I can say that because we cannot predict anyone. We all have our flu. We all have our weakness. We all have our bad side. We all have our good sides. Okay, so
Right.
in the eye of the in the eye of the Lord, we are all equal. No one is better than the other.
So
For
what
me,
would you say to
the most
somebody that
important thing in life.
has what would you say to a person that has a
Come
very
again?
strong opinion saying that white people are more superior to the minority?
Yeah, such people, that's their mindset. I cannot change the way they think or the way they see things.
Right.
Yeah, the only thing that I cannot just criticize them or say anything bad about them. That's their own opinions. That's how they see things.
Right.
Exactly. So for me, if anyone who is out there trying to have that mindset saying that whites are more superior than the others or blacks are more superior than the whites, that's we can all of us have our way, our greatness in one way or the other in us. We are all created having our own talents. We are all created by God, giving us our own individual talents.
Right.
So who am I to say that whites are the blacks are more superior than the white, or the whites are more superior than the blacks? At the end of the day, we all go back when we died. We all go back to the same ground, the same grave. We never have you ever heard that a white person passed away and he was buried in the sky? Have you ever heard that?
Have I ever
That a
had
white
what?
Have you ever heard that a white person passed away and then he was because of his or her superiority, he was buried in the sky? We are all we are all equal. It never happens, right?
Right. That's correct. But if you
Exactly.
think about it, in today's society, they always say that the white man is above everyone else. Why is that?
I guess because they
Like,
were
okay,
here first, no?
Because why?
I guess because they
okay,
were here
because do you know
first.
why this is that?
White men were here first.
Who said white men were here first?
No, I'm just saying, like,
No.
that's what I used to hear.
Oh, that's what you used to hear, that white men were here first?
Yes.
Hello, how are
Besides the
you?
Indians.
Have you
Julia,
all ever heard that white men were here first?
I never heard that before.
I don't.
My white men were always around. There was always white men this and
It
white
was
men.
always white men, like settlers. I think that's what you
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but if you think about it, there was also Native Americans.
Yes,
in
I was just gonna say that, the Indian.
there were indigenous people that were living on this land, and then Columbus came and took them out. You know, so
Columbus came and tried to take over.
Angel, do you want to speak up a little bit? We can barely hear you.
Yeah, if you go way back in history, the settlers were the ones that came over and took over the Indian land. I mean,
Yeah.
you think about it, like the Indians were technically here first, stopping and making use of everything on the land. And then it wasn't until the settlers started coming in, bringing Catholicism and all that, that it was like, okay, the white people did start bringing themselves and their families.
Right. So what would you all say if somebody came up to you and told you that white people are more superior than any other race?
I would say that wasn't true. There'd be no way.
They would, and what if they told you, well, prove it? What would you say?
No.
Honestly,
Yes, Taylor.
I'll be like, okay.
Hello,
maybe-
welcome in, Butch Thomas. We are talking about race today. We're talking about what race is more superior than the other, or which one is better to get within a relationship. What are your thoughts on it?
I don't know. I mean, to me, every person has their own personality. I mean, it doesn't matter what race they are.
Exactly.
Right? And I mean, you can find the bad and good in every race. It just depends on who you pick, I guess.
Exactly.
I mean,
Right.
overall, on average, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't tell you.
So, according to your picture, you look like you have a significant other.
Yeah, she's right up above me.
Oh, that's yours. Oh, wow. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear from your opinion. You know, we like to have both men
Turn
and
your camera,
women
baby.
give an opinion of it. What if somebody came and told you that white were more superior than the rest, and to prove them wrong? What would you say? How would you prove it wrong?
That white was one more superior than the other.
Yes.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I mean, maybe certain races have certain things that they're better at than others. Like, let's say the blacks, they're very good athletes,
Okay. True.
right? But as far as a husband or a partner, I don't know. I mean, to me, each person has their own personality. It depends on what their upbringing was. I mean, if they went through a lot of stuff as a kid, abuse or whatever, that's what they're going to do. They're not going to be a very good person
Right.
unless they got themselves some help. But it depends on what their upbringing was. That's for me.
Right. Does depend on that. It does. What about you, Lupita? What are your thoughts?
On what?
If somebody told you that white people were better, that they're better than you, what would you say? How would you respond to something like that?
That's a good question. I would
Like,
have
for
to-
instance, okay, you're dating some guy and some beautiful blonde comes up to you and says, tells the guy you're dating, what are you doing with her? You should drop her and be with somebody that's more beautiful that'll get you far in life. What would you say?
I
Stations are air rotation.
I don't know. Like I would just be like,
Still 75, and he's gonna have a heart attack.
I don't know. I don't know.
What about you, badass queen?
Well, first of all, you know, us Hispanics, we pull our hair back and pull it up.
I don't know what happened with everybody. Let me bring you guys all back in.
We all disappeared.
Y'all disappeared on me. I was like left by myself. So what were you saying?
I don't know. I would be like, prove it. You know, if we're happy with who we're with, and somebody's gonna come and be like, "What are you doing with him?" What is it to you? As long as I'm happy and we're together, mine yours, and let me do mine.
Right. But if you told her prove it, how would you want her to prove something like that?
Prove it. Show me. Show me that you can get better and you can do better than me. How do you figure that?
Maybe she wants to say as far as looks or job, education, upbringing, you know, I don't know, like, what if she threw that out there?
Looks to me don't matter. Love is blind. Like I
Right.
said, I was married for 48 years. I came out here. We only spoke for 2.5, 3 months before I came out here. And a lot of people, and it's part of your topic, a lot of people told me, you don't even fucking know him. He could be a mass murderer, a child molester. He could be a kidnapper. You don't even know him, and you just went out there like that. I did. I did. And he's the most beautiful, kind, hard worker, provider. He's everything.
I think dating in general is just a toss in the air.
What happened?
I think just dating in general, it's like throwing a coin up in the air. You never know which way it's going to fall.
Exactly. Exactly. And not only that, he was here in Maryland. I was in California. So 24 hours, 7 days a week, we were FaceTiming.
Yeah. Somebody is too close to somebody else and is echoing.
Yeah, we were FaceTiming and we kept talking, and I go in his live, he come in my live on TikTok, and we just continued until he went out and got me and brought me here.
Yeah. That was nice. Me and my husband, we met on Facebook.
What happened?
Me and my husband, we met on Facebook.
On Facebook? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
He's from Dallas, Texas.
Oh, he's from Dallas, Texas. Wow.
Yes. So, you
Oh,
know,
that is so cool.
and I was always old school. Like, I believed in meeting people, like at work, at church, in, you know, in person, basically, you know? And when I met him on live, I was like, I mean, on Facebook, I was just like, I don't know, you know. I thought just
I didn't
being
even have that thought when I met him on TikTok.
You didn't?
No, I talked to him. We talked, and first you came in my life, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came in my life first, and then he stood in there, and then he left. And then the next day, I think you came in for a couple of times. And then, right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my queens from my group were like, Queen, Butch is on. And I was like, okay, you queens go first, and then I'll meet up. All right. And then I started going to his live, and it just went like that. We kept talking. He asked me to be his. I said, yeah. And we went from there.
Wow.
He wanted to go out to California and make a life with me.
And you
And
didn't
the
want
last thing that I wanted was not so much my family, but my ex's family to smirk him off at a store or say something. Because he didn't deserve that.
Uh-huh.
So I told him, I told him, there ain't nothing out here. I was born and raised out here. I'm ready and willing to pack up and leave what I have here and go out there with you. And he said, you would really do that for me? And I said, I will. I would. And the next following month, he went out and got me.
Wow. So you guys only were talking for 3 months.
Like for 2.5, 3 months, huh, baby?
Yeah.
Wow. So did you see him before you started talking to him and kind of?
I seen him, I want to say for approximately about 2-3 weeks.
Uh-huh.
I was spoking him out, see where he would go, if he was talking to anybody,
Right.
how he would talk to that person or anybody if he was like flirtation, you know?
Right.
And so I would tell my queens, go be floaters and keep an eye on him. And
Aren't
just,
we the best FBI agents?
girl,
women?
the fucking best.
To find out
you're the stalker.
anything.
I was not a stalker, cabron. I would tell my queens,
Talking,
go
we
float
call
around.
it each other's Tina.
What happened?
I said we don't talk. We don't say it's stalking. We call it giving each other Tina.
Yeah, absolutely. I would tell my queens,
I'm gonna turn off. the
okay, go float around and keep an eye on him, and just listen to his conversation with anybody. If it's where you think within yourself that he's flirting and talking to a female in that way, then just come and let me know, and like that I can back off and just let him ride, let him
Right.
go, you know.
Right.
And no, and they would always come back and be like, Butch is in somebody else's live and it sounds good, no flirting, no nothing, it sounds good. And I was like, oh, okay. And then when he would come in my live, we would talk, we would all talk, everybody was talking, we were like the best of friends, like if we've known each other for years.
Right.
That's how good we kicked it off. And then we took it from there. We kept talking and talking and talking, and one thing led to another. And he was like, I'm coming out to get you. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I'm coming out to get you. And I was like, okay, I'm ready. And I asked him too. I was like, did you ever think, oh, fuck, I'm going to go out there and get her and she's not going to show up and I came out here for nothing, you know? He goes,
Yeah.
no. He goes, the way, what did you say?
What?
When I asked you that, what did you say? Did you think I wasn't sure when I asked you if I was?
The way you were talking, you seemed sure you were excited.
Oh, he says the way I was talking, I seemed sure, and I seemed excited about it, and I was ready. And yeah, he came out. I went to the airport and picked him up, took him to the hotel to check in, and then I took him to go get something to eat. We went back to the hotel. We're talking. We cruised by my beach, and because I only lived around the corner from the beach, and then we took him back to the hotel. And we were talking, getting to know each other more. And then it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I told him I'll be back. I'm going to go get my stuff and come back so we can leave tomorrow. And he goes, all right. And yeah, it happened. I went back home, got my stuff, packed it up, and I left.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I told my ex, tomorrow when I go to the airport, I'll text you and let you know that you can go to the airport and pick up the car. I'll put the keys under the seat and lock up the car, and you have the spare. You go pick up the car
Thank
and
you
just take
so
care of my
much.
babies. Huh?
Wow. So, Butch Thomas, did you stalk Badass Queen before you actually talked to her? Did you
No,
check her out? Did you try to find out any information?
No, I didn't.
You just hit her up.
Yeah, she hit me up actually, and then I went in her live. We started talking. And next thing you know,
Wow. Hold on. Get out. My kids want to. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please like, share, comment. Thank you so much for joining. Please double tap that screen. So tell me more about this relationship of yours. It's so intriguing. It's so amazing to know that you just up and left your own hometown to find love, you know?
I am actually writing a book on it. It's my love story, and everybody loves it. We're getting married next year in July.
Aw, that congratulations. I'm
Thank you.
invited.
Yes, you are. We were actually going to get married this July, but because it landed on a Friday, we
Yes.
decided, we talked about it, we discussed it, we decided to leave it for next year, July the 5th, on his birthday,
Aw, okay. That's nice.
2025.
That's probably the best birthday present you'll ever have.
Right?
That's great. That's so great. So, being in California, have you ever experienced any kind of racism?
No, not at all.
No,
Over
what about in
here,
Maryland?
until I got over here, yeah.
In Maryland, why is it?
I don't know, but over here I was fresh meat. Over here I wouldn't, he didn't notice, he didn't see it, but when they saw that he got closer to me and he was putting stuff in the shopping cart and we were talking, well, what do you think about this? Yeah, well, if you want to take it, let's take it, you know? And they look at me and then they look at him and then they just turn away and they walk away. And I was like, what the fuck?
You know what's so
And
funny is like when you're around like people, white people, they're very judgmental. I mean, you know, every race is like Hispanics and natives and you know and black. You know, we all have some kind of like racism, the way we were grown up, our own opinions. But I notice that we get judged a lot more. You know, when we're around a white.
I got a lot of looks. I got a lot of looks to where they just stare at me and they look up and down and then they just keep walking. And
Did anybody ever say anything to you?
no, the one that said anything to me was the lady that lives downstairs. 'Cause
What did
we
she
live
say? If you don't
upstairs.
mind me
We
asking.
live, no, not at all. We live upstairs and she lives downstairs and she said, I don't like Hispanic people. I said, I don't know what to tell you. You can either stay in your house or you can move because I ain't leaving.
Wow. Wow. Can you believe
Yeah.
that?
And it's weird because when she goes on vacation, she goes to Mexico. So what the fuck? Huh? Can you go check it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out.
Okay. Thank you, babe.
Hello, welcome in. We're talking about relationships and
Oh,
racism.
I just got it too. I don't know who it is. Hi, Estrella. Welcome in. Come on up. Give us your
Come on in.
opinion. What happened?
That's who it is.
Who? Who?
That,
What did she say?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
She sent a voicemail or
Yeah.
on Messenger, or she called you on her?
On the group. Robin, Mama.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I got it too right now, but I'm not. It's not important to me, so I'm not gonna get off. What? What did she say?
I don't know if I hear you.
Mama, so you good with her? Or do you have to have her? Nami, check. She don't want to get photo.
Estrella said, I can't. I'm suspended because I have a fire on my bed. I'm a guard.
I can't, mija. I am suspended because I had my fire.
She plays no
That's okay. Next time
That's
you
okay,
can
Estrella.
join us. If you
On the next
would
time,
like
Mama.
to message, I will go ahead and read it. That would be awesome. Please share, like, double tap that screen.
While you're in here, mamas, just support her, tapping the screen. And thank you for coming in with your long respect and your mad love.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I just.
I mean, bye.
Oh, he said bye. My husband said bye.
Bye. Thank you for
It
joining.
was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. I appreciate it. That's so awesome. I'm so happy that you found love.
Thank you,
you know.
bro. You're welcome, mama. See you later.
Everybody enjoys, you know, I enjoy when I see people happy and together. You know, that's what God intended, literally, is for man and woman not to be alone, but to be with somebody, you know. And, you know, it makes me very happy to see that you found love, you know, especially in this world where there's so much chaos, so much hate, so much racism, you know, and you found it. You beat the odds.
And I mean, sometimes you know where to place a bitch, you know, like the one downstairs.
Right.
Now she started talking to me, and when I go down during the day, I take her out to. I normally go towards the back patio, but so once in a great while I'll go out to the front, and it seems like she's waiting for me to come out, you know, to come downstairs, you know. And when I go out or I go down, the baby's always, Yaya's always by my side. You know, she never leaves my side.
Yeah.
So she was like, Yaya, come here. And Yaya ain't going to go to nobody because she don't know nobody. You know, that's just the way I raised her, you know. And Yaya turns at me and looks at me like, I ain't going to her. I don't know her. She gives me that little look with her little head sideways, you know. And I
Right.
said, come on, Yaya, let's go, bye-bye. So then she takes off with me out the door, you know. And now she'll talk to me, hi, how are you? And I'm good, everything's fantastic. And then I just walk out, you
Right.
know. And I keep it like that. I mean, I know where to place the bitch now, you know. At
Yeah.
first you came to me and told me you don't like Hispanics, but now you want to have conversations with me? Bitch, please, diss me on that one.
And how old is this lady?
How old is she, babe? I want to say she's older. Lower down. Thank you. I want to say she's a little bit older than me because she has she has long hair. I guess down to her waist.
Estrellita said, what is her race?
She's white, very white,
Not just white, she's very white.
very white. Yeah, and
Jessica,
she has her full head of gray hair, gray and white hair. So I'm pretty sure she's older.
she said,
Right? Yeah. So she has never liked Hispanics. She don't like Hispanics, but yet when she goes on vacation, she goes to Mexico.
that's crazy.
Right?
You go to the very place that has
Thank you.
the majority,
Of
and you
white.
don't like those people. Like,
Exactly.
why?
I don't know.
You know, it makes no sense to me in this day and age, like in the year 2024. Why would there even be any type of racism whatsoever? You
What
know,
did she say?
he loves
She says she
Doritos
loves
and
the burrito,
tacos.
Doritos and tacos.
Well, all she has to do is ask the neighbor upstairs for
Right.
some burritos and tacos. Hi,
So
Crystal. Thanks for joining.
you remarried, Mija?
Yes, I got this is my third marriage. I married my first husband twice. Exes are exes for a reason. That's what I learned, you know. That's why you stay away, you know. But this is basically my second marriage because that second marriage didn't count,
Right.
you know. But
Wow.
I kind of tell a little bit of my story in my, if you take a look at my profile, there's 5 videos on there. And I tell my story of like how, kind of like a testimony, so to speak, to tell in hopes to help other women that have been abused, that there is a way out. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You know, and then like I said earlier, my ex killed my son. He was only 14 months old. And, you know, what it was like as a mom to bury a child, you know, that's just not the scheme of things, you know, and he was white, you know, so it was a very huge event in my life. It didn't break me. It almost did. Almost did. I was at the very lowest of lows in my entire life. As Saida said, I can't wait to get on live. It's so much easier to talk and explain. Yes, it is. Unless you sit there and have good thumbs.
Estrellita, where are you from?
Where are you from, Estrellita?
Man, that's crazy. I don't think I can live a life like that, like you did.
It's really hard, you know, it was really hard. It was a big eye opener. And I want to be able to help other women to be able to see signs, you know. And
Good for you. I appreciate that because there's not a lot of women that'll do that.
Thank you so much. She's originally from Fresno, California, but she lives in Texas.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I have a lot of family in Fresno. I have a lot of family in Fresno, Sacramento, Merced, Madera. What's the other one? It's Sacramento, Fresno, Merced.
Padres Mexicanos. I don't know how to say that.
Padres Mexicanos, Michoacán y
Nayarit.
Nayarit. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
My last name's Carrillo. So I don't know if you know anybody out there. The Carrillos is a very, very popular, famous last name out there in Sacramento.
You say it twice.
Stockton, Merced. They're mainly in Stockton, Fresno, and Merced. My family, on my dad's side.
Wow.
So you never know, Estrellita. We might be related.
My father was born in LA. was born in
And your
LA. My mom was born here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Wow. My dad was born in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua.
Oh wow.
And my mom was born in East LA.
In East LA. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you have any questions for me? Anything you would like to know? Hello, Joanna.
I'm just shocked on your story. I give you a lot of props for being a very strong woman, though.
Thank you.
And that you pushed forward, you got out of where you were at, and you continued life standing 2 feet, mija, solid ground.
Yeah.
I give you that.
Thank you. You have to in life. You can't, life is going to beat you down regardless of who you are. You know, that doesn't matter, race, color, religion, you know, it's going to get you. And it may not be as severe as other people, but it's not what knocks you down, it's how you get back up. You know, it's how you get back up, how you stand up, how you make a stand, and how you live your life from when you stand back up and you help other people. You know, you don't see it as, oh, I'm better than you because of what I've been through. You can never walk in my shoes. No, you learn from that mistake and you help other people to not go through that, you know, or if they are in that situation, you help them out, you uplift them, you empower women, you empower men, you know, to get past things. Jessica says, so very true. You go, girl. Thanks, Jessica. Love you so much. You know, and that's what I'm trying to do.
What does his family say? Your husband now, what does his family say? Do they know what happened to your story?
My co-host is Lupita Rodriguez. That's his mom. That's my mother-in-law.
Okay.
Yes. His family they're barely learning my story because all of his family is still in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
I've never really been to Dallas, or I've never met really too many people on his side of the family. So they're barely starting to listen to my story. They've made up things, of course.
Of course, people will do that.
They've said, oh, this happened and then this happened. You know how the telephone line works, you know, so they make assumptions. They don't know the
my
truth.
phone died and it's charging.
They don't know the truth. They don't really. Lupita, you're his family. Tell me what you feel your family thinks or thought. Now it's changing, you know.
Well, yeah, they used to think that like you were just this bad person, like but now that they've seen your stories and they've seen you on TikTok, it's changed a lot. Like now they understand and they know the whole truth.
Right.
So now they have more respect for you and they understand and they kind of like, wow, you know, she's been through all this and we didn't know nothing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, so it changed.
Hi,
a lot.
Joanna. Hi, Joanna. Nice to see you. Joanna said, I think there are a lot of people who are afraid and embarrassed to share their story. I think there are a lot of people who are afraid and embarrassed to their story. Yes.
Can you
Were
hear
you
me?
able to go back and listen to my stories? Yes. Were you able to go back and listen to my stories?
Yes, and saying it's good that you're brave and like tell your story to like the world. Like there's a lot of people that are ashamed or scared to let the world know what they have gone through, and it's important for people to be brave enough to share so that way other people can like just make awareness to everybody else and help everybody else realize you don't have to be embarrassed or ashamed of what you went through. And there's a reason behind everything that we go through, and we don't always know or understand why. If you can be brave enough to share that, it helps other people, you know.
Yeah. Not one person doesn't have a story. One
you know?
person doesn't have a story, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, I don't know what happened.
I think
Sorry, my phone keeps ringing. Phone keeps... Are you there? All
Hi,
right.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you now. There
Yeah,
seems
so
to be a real bad echo.
like I
There
said,
seems to be a real bad echo.
I'm in my car. Maybe I wonder if that's why. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm in my car, so I'm not sure if that's why. I'm waiting for my shift to start. I don't want to go in early. But I think that it's, you know, brave of you to come out and just let everyone know your story and the struggles that you've went through. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that can relate to some of the things that you've gone through, and maybe they don't know how to deal with it. Maybe they're struggling with what they went through. Maybe they blame themselves for what they went through, you know. And so I mean, it's good that you were brave enough to come out and let everyone know.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just wanted to be able to share to people, to know what signs to look for, you know, they're not alone.
Yeah. And that's important too, because like you said, you were married for 11 years, and you know, when you started dating after that, I feel like that's a long time. I was with my ex-husband for 21 years, and I dated one person after him. And you know, so when you're with someone for a very long time, it's like, how do you start all over again? How do you start dating again? Like, everything's different and it's changed, and so, you know, you don't always know how things are that many years after, you know, that relationship ended.
Right, exactly. Like my mother-in-law. She was married for 29 years. When her husband died, it's hard for her to get back into the dating scene. Your phone is really echoing.
Mine?
Yes.
Oh no. I wonder if I get off and get back on. That's weird. I'm sitting in my car, but I'm not sure why it would be echoing.
Yeah, if you want to get back off, let's see if that'll work.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Hi, sorry about that. My phone had died.
Oh, that's fine. So Joanna just got on and she was talking a little bit. She got to listen to my story. And so she was just, you know, congratulating me for go ahead and telling my story and being brave enough. You had asked a question before you got off that Estrellita says, yes, people are so quick to judge. Everything has changed.
They are quick to judge.
Hello? Estrellita said, I lost my husband and moving on was not easy. Yes, Lupita, you want to elaborate on your story about what happened? And how has the struggle been for you?
the struggle has been hard since my husband passed. He was the breadwinner. I was the housewife. So losing him, I lost everything basically. So I'm pretty much had to start from scratch. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful for my daughter-in-law and my son that, you know, they were able to um, help me out and reaching some of my goals, things I'm doing I never thought I was able to do, you know, because I was a housewife for 29 years. I'm still, you know, fighting the fight to be independent and, you know, be on my feet and do what I got to do. And I'm still doing it. So I've come a long way since, you know, living in Dallas and moving out here. I've lived in Dallas my whole life. This was a big change for me, you know, because that's all I knew was my whole family's back in Dallas, and, you know, coming out here was a big step for me. And I'm
So
just
how has
grateful.
the dating scene been for you, you know, because it's brand new now.
Yes, it's brand new, it's different. Um, this generation is messed up. Like the ones that I have been talking to, and they're just like, I don't know, like they just want someone to have fun with, play around, and, you know, they don't want nothing serious nowadays. They just want
No.
Lupita, Estreita said, did you guys ever move on but try to find your husband in a significant other?
yes, I have tried, you know, maybe. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
And there's no one out there like him.
Right?
I don't know if there ever will be, you know?
There
Right.
never will be, and you could never compare. But to stand your 2 feet on solid ground, take a deep breath and baby steps, one day at a time.
Yeah, that's what everyone tells me.
Be very safe and careful with who you
And
see, who you date, and who you talk to.
yeah, I'm so grateful for my daughter-in-law because I've learned a lot. She's one strong woman, you know, and I'm learning from her. And she's been my rock down here.
Thank
So
you. She was a different person when she came here. You know, she was so used to, you know, like she said, bringing the, Estrellita said, Lupita, you are not alone. It's so hard for her because, you know, in this day and age, she's looking for a man like her husband, you know, somebody back then, he took care of everybody. She stayed home, took care of the kids, you know, sent them off to school, whatever, and he worked. And it's not like that no more, you
no, it's
know.
not.
It's they all just want to be friends, and they hit it and quit it,
Yeah.
you know, and she's
Friends
not
with
used to that.
friends,
She's
basically friends with benefits.
Yes, and she's
Yep.
not used to that, you know, and she gives, when she starts talking to a guy, like she gives her whole heart, mind, body, soul, you know, and I tell her, you gotta hold back. You can't just jump in and into the pool, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You don't know what's down there, you know, so she's having a little difficult time transitioning, you know, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy talking about relationships on my lives, you know, and I love having my mother-in-law being on there because I want her to see that she's not the only one. I want her to see and get advice, not just from me, but from other women, you know, that are going through that same thing, you know. That's why I did this, you know, is to help other women.
Yeah. Thank you, Estrella. I'm so sorry about your loss as well.
Yes. I'm trying to turn on Joanna's phone. I don't know what's going on. I think she has it off.
How can I follow? Because she says she can relate to me, Estrella Ruby Herrera.
Click on her name.
Are you
Click on
there?
her name.
Yes,
Click on her
I'm
name.
here.
Click on her name. And then follow her.
Okay. I'm in the car still, so I'm not sure if it's gonna cut out again.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me know. Let me, because I think there's a delay. Like, I'll see you talking, but I don't hear anything. So let me know if it's like that for you guys as well.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of like echoing. Like I'll say something and then I'll hear it through your box coming out.
Estrellita, she put in the comments, Mama, follow her. Comments, Mama, follow her.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably the area that I'm in.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be.
Can I have a light, baby? Please. Thank you, love.
So does anybody have any other advice or any questions that you guys want to ask? Anything for my mother-in-law? You know, keep her head.
I just wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's so hard because she's so used to being in a relationship because like she said, she was married for 29 years and it's so hard for her. She's never been alone. You know, she's not alone because she's got me, my husband, and my girls, but she still feels alone. You know?
Yeah.
I understand that though, because like I said, I was with my ex-husband for 21 years. I gave myself almost 2 years before I started dating someone. Then I dated someone 9 months and that ended. So I understand that it is hard.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Well, thank you ladies so much for joining. I'm going to have to go and feed the girls and we're going to get them ready for nighttime. Thank you so much for all your advice and just your support. Let me know when you guys are going to be on live. Have a good night.
Thank you. Nice meeting all of you.
Blessings to you and your family.
Bye.
You and your family. Continue doing, Juliana, what you're doing. Juliana,
Thank
what
you.
you're doing.
Thank you.
One
Thank
step
you,
at a time,
guys.
mamas. One
Thank you,
step at a time,
Joanna.
mamas.
Thank you,
You came a
Joanna.
long ways and you got it.
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Blessings to you
Thank
and
you.
your
God
family.
bless everyone.
Thank you.
See you
Bye,
soon.
ladies.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful night.
You too.